Today I'm making Chile Rellenos. Now in the past I've had several people request recipe videos for one person or one serving. Well, today's your day. I have 2 poblano peppers in the fridge. I'm making a serving of Chile Rellenos for one person, and I'm skipping out on the broth that typically goes in this dish. I actually have several Chile Relleno recipe videos out there. I will link the broth video in the description below, but I'm going to keep things simple and crispy. I'm gonna fill it with cheese, keep the exterior crispy, and it does take work. I will let you know ahead of time. If you love Chile Rellenos like I do, you know it's a labor of love, but you put in the work and you have a beautiful end result. So today I'm making Chile Rellenos for one, and that one person would be me. My husband bought the kids pizza, so that's what they ate for lunch, but this is what I'm having. So I have 2 poblano peppers that I'm going to char on my open flame here. You could also do this in a broiler, but what you want to do is char the exterior very well so it makes the skin a lot easier to peel. The skin on poblano peppers are very waxy, so when you go to dip it in your batter, it won't stick if you don't remove the skin. So they are completely charred. I have them in a bowl. I'm going to cover with cling film or cling wrap and let them sweat out for about 15 minutes. And then after about 15 minutes, you remove the cling film from the top of the bowl, and the skin should remove easily. All you have to do is sort of pinch it and pull, and it comes off. And after peeling the skin off, you'll want to create a small opening or slit and remove the seeds from the inside carefully. Today I'm going to keep it traditional and simple, and I'm going to stuff my poblano peppers with Oaxaca cheese. It's a really nice melting cheese. Use what you've got on hand, but this is what I'll be using today. And I just kind of cut thick slices, and I'm going to stuff the peppers the best that I can. It's probably around 3 to 4 ounces of cheese that I'm using for these 2. Now I'm going to carefully close the seams with toothpicks. This may take 2 or 3 per pepper. It depends how large the slit is. So for the dredge, I'm working with a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, some onion powder, garlic powder, cracked black pepper, and give it a mix. And you'll want to dredge the exterior of your stuffed peppers with the flour dredge. This is going to help the egg batter adhere to the peppers. To create the egg batter, I'll be using 2 large eggs, and I'm going to separate the egg white from the yolk. And the ratio per poblano pepper is 1 large egg. So once they are separated, by the way, I'm using clean hands, and I thought I was going to use the shell to separate it, but here I am using my hands. So once they are separated, I'm going to beat the egg whites until stiff peaks. You could use an electric mixer for this. I like using my whisk. So now I'm going to add my egg yolks, and I'm going to continue beating them. You want to make sure that your egg batter is nice and fluffy. I'm also going to add a little bit of the flour dredge. Sometimes I add flour, sometimes I don't. Today, since it was seasoned flour, I like to add it. So this is ready. Now what you'll do is take your clean hands and just sort of dip and scoop. This one didn't have a stem, so I'm going to have to just get messy with it. But sometimes when you still have the stems on the poblano peppers, it makes it a lot easier to dip. So now I'm going to add this to a shallow fry. Here I have a pan with cooking oil that I preheated to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is what I'll be frying these in. And it's going to take several minutes, and that extra egg batter, I'm just going to dollop it right on top. I'm using it all. And this is what's going to make this crispy, delicious, light and airy crust on the outside. Sometimes I just like to eat chile relleno just like this without the broth. That's the way my grandparents did it, and I understand traditionally chile rellenos are served with this delicious, flavorful broth, but I also like things crispy. Texturally, I just love crunchy, crispy things, so this is why I opt to skip out on the broth. So I'm just going to sort of push some of the hot oil to the sides. And after several minutes, after carefully flipping them, they're done. I'm just going to carefully remove it and place it on a plate with some paper towels. And these are ready. You can serve with rice and beans on the side. Sometimes I do rice and salad. Today I'm hungry, so I'm eating as is. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it. And thanks for watching.